forgot to put the egg whites into the fridge last night. They come frozen, so I put them in the fridge to help thaw out the process. Help speed up the thawing out process. And I forgot to put them in the fridge. It's fine, I do it all the time. It can't be healthy, but I haven't gotten sick yet, so. All right, so here we are. It is 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh God, why? So I got back from America yesterday. I'm not normally up at 5 a.m. Normally it's right around a 7 a.m. wake up call, but this is where we are today. I'm still a bit jet lagged. So every day I start my day with a much larger than needed cup of coffee, sometimes two. So basically what I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna have my cup of coffee. I'm gonna take you guys through this sort of day in the life, an average day in the life for me. And you're gonna see what I do. So obviously, there's a lot that goes into my day. I'm not working today, so it'll be like just a total day off, and you'll see exactly what I do on the perfect day. So I'll have my cup of coffee, I'll have breakfast in a second, maybe longer than a second, and then I'm probably gonna do my workout from home today, but I'll give you a little bit of an insight into my back workout, and actually it'll be good so that you can see what you can do if you have very limited equipment at home and don't have access to a gym, so that'll be good. So it'll be a home back workout for me today. But still effective. And then I'll do some cardio. Now, I've been struggling with some plantar fasciitis in my left foot. So normally Friday is a cross training day for me anyway, but because I've been traveling for like 14 years in the last 3 days, I've missed a couple of runs. So I'm not sure if I'll try to run today or if I'll just stick to the schedule, because basically I don't want to exacerbate the pain or anything. And I want to be able to hit my long run tomorrow, which will be like 2.5 hours. Actually, it might be like 3 hours in the trails. Oh God. So yeah, I definitely want to save my foot. But yeah, so here we go. We're going to get into another day in the life. Let's do it. All right, breakfast time. So normally to start my day, like I said, I've had a cup of coffee. I've had a big old glass of water. So for breakfast, generally I'll have hard-boiled eggs. So usually 4, and just depending on how I'm feeling or what kind of day I have ahead, it'll depend on how many yolks I have in the egg. So normally it's like 2 and 2, so 2 whole eggs and 2 egg whites. But yeah, just depends. Sometimes it's 3 full eggs and 1 egg white. Sometimes it's 4 full eggs. Yeah. So I think today, I'm not going to do hard-boiled eggs. I kind of feel like I've been craving scrambled eggs. So you're going to see how I cook my scrambled eggs, and here we go. So the reason that I use boiling water, basically I don't like to add unnecessary calories. Not that I count calories, but if they're not going to serve me a specific function, I don't generally use them. And that function can be taste. It doesn't have to be always fueling. Like you'll see later, I do add extra calories that I probably don't need, but because I like the taste. So with this, I add water to the scrambled eggs because, well, actually in this case, I add the scrambled eggs to the water because it adds that real nice fluffiness. A lot of people use milk. I find this is a mistake. So I actually learned a nice tip from a Hollywood chef when I was out studying at the Beverly Hills Playhouse. And he was like, dude, just use water. Like, because I'd asked him, I said, I don't really like dairy in my eggs. He's like, dude, I don't ever use dairy in scrambled eggs. I was like, oh. So ever since I've been learned that, I've been using water in my scrambled eggs, and it gives me a really nice fluffy consistency. So good little tip for you. Boil the water, add the eggs to it, and stir as you go.
some food? Oh, I think you do. Let's go, come on.
Come on.
Num 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 num. Food, food, food. I love food. Num num num. I love food.
All right, so it's time for the first workout of the day. So like I said, I'm gonna take you through a home back workout today. So you don't need a lot of equipment. This is really minimalistic, but what you're gonna do is you're gonna do a lot of supersets. And the reason that we're gonna do supersets is because we don't have access to a lot of equipment. So we don't necessarily have the heaviest stuff. Not that that is what is the be all end all, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on the supersets. We're gonna really focus on getting that stretch and having really good form. So in terms of the equipment, you will have to have some for this workout, but it's very, like, this equipment you can find really easily at like Kmart or Walmart, depending on where you're at, and it can really get you going. So let's take a look at the equipment. Hey everyone, Andrew here, Melbourne Superman. So just before the video continues, I just want to take a second to remind you to please like, comment, subscribe, hit that notifications bell, ding ding. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a like. Even if you're not, give it a like anyway for stopping by. If you do subscribe and like, it really helps out the channel a lot. I'd really appreciate it. And if you want to comment along, give me your feedback on what I'm talking about. I always try to get back to people as soon as I can, so I look forward to your comments. I look forward to your likes and your subscribes and hitting that notifications bell, ding ding. Look, back to the video. Thanks again so much for stopping by. Okay, so the first piece of equipment we're looking at is the pull-up bar. Please excuse the state of my garage. I've been in the middle of a move forever. But so we're looking at a pull-up bar. You can pick these up for like $20 or $30. Find a used one, great. They are mounted to the door, or if you already have one of those pull-up dip stations, that's great too. We're also looking at some dumbbells. So whatever dumbbells work for you, they don't have to be the heaviest, but they just need to be dumb. And then we're looking at a barbell. So again, it doesn't need to be a hugely heavy weight. And again, you can pick these up anywhere from 50 to 80 bucks probably. You can probably find it cheaper used. Now, the last piece of equipment is for me, a door gym. So do you remember those commercials? You got a door, you got a gym. So these you can find anywhere for like 50 bucks. Or if you don't want to spend that much money, some power bands are actually great if you can find a way to mount them on something that will be safe for you, because this will be crucial for our superset today. So it doesn't have to be this. It can be the power bands or anything else that you can find. So I would say if it's going to be a power band, mount it to something like really sturdy so that it doesn't snap back at you. All right, let's get into it. All right, that's workout done. So that was back. Normally I would put back and biceps together, but today, because I'm still recovering from the trip, I'm just kind of going minimalistic this week. So after every workout, I supplement with a protein powder. You don't have to do this. You have a window of opportunity of like an hour and a half. As long as you're getting something, it doesn't have to be this. Some kind of solid food is great, but definitely a source of protein and carbohydrates if you want. I don't put carbohydrates in my my post-workout drink. I'm not necessarily a low-carb athlete or person because I do have carbs before big runs, but generally I just save them for the big runs. So let's shake her up. This particular one is Dimetized ISO 100. Love that one. It's a Fruity Pebbles flavor. Really good. So here we go, down the hatch. It's a nice tasty treat when you're done. So anyway, that's workout and post-nutrition done. All right, so it's time for my post-workout meal. I generally have a solid meal after my protein shake, anywhere between an hour to 2 hours afterward. So it was a pretty quick workout today. So that, by the way, entire workout took less than 40 minutes. So if you're ever strapped for time, it's a great little one to do. So this is generally what I have for at least 2 or 3 meals during the day. So I'm in Australia, so the leanest meat that I can find that I enjoy is kangaroo. So it's, sorry everyone. So I get the kangaroo mince, or the ground kangaroo as you would call it in America. You could use any kind of lean meat that you want if you're wanting to follow along with what I do. I don't recommend following along with what I do because it might not work for you, but just giving you some insight. So generally the way that I cook the kangaroo is I use, sorry, I forgot the ingredients. So generally how I cook it is I just basically put it on the pan. I use minimal olive oil. So once it's cooked pretty much 90-95%, I'll add in some taco mix, which just, this is going back to what I said this morning when I'm adding things to my meal that don't necessarily, benefit me. So like milk to make the scrambled eggs fluffier. The things that I add that benefit me either A, fuel my training, or B, make me feel good about the foods that I'm eating so that it's not so monotonous. I mean, it is. I eat the same thing a lot of the time, but I enjoy it because I spice it up a bit. So A, I add the taco mix. Once that's cooked a little bit more, I'll add egg whites to it. So I don't even know. To be honest, I don't count calories. I'll probably add about half a bag of this to it. And the entire thing, so it's 500 grams of kangaroo plus half a bag of this. That'll last me about 2 days. So it's probably about 4 meals in there. And then so basically once I make it into a dish, I'll add some greens. Could be any kind of mixed salad, whatever. Maybe some veggies. I like hot, so I got jalapenos in there, some sriracha, Tabasco sauce, sriracha, and I'll put some light sour cream in there as well. Now again, none of these really benefit me in any way in terms of training, but they do benefit me in my mental health because, in terms of my nutrition, because it makes it exciting, it makes me happy to be eating the foods that I'm eating. So I'll sprinkle some salt on that and I'll eat that. And I'll eat that for like 2 meals a day. If I'm feeling particularly sassy, I might add some peanuts to it, which is actually nice. It adds a nice crunch and a nice little salty touch to it. But that's it, really. Sometimes I'll add corn or other kind of vegetables to it just to keep it interesting. But that is my post-workout meal. I'll have this meal at least one more time throughout the day. So let's dig in. "45 minutes of cross training." All right, so here we are at the end of the day. So as you've seen, I went to the gym. I did my 45 minutes of cross training. So generally Fridays I do that. So my running schedule is Monday, I do a recovery 8-mile run, about 13 kilometers. Tuesday is a quality run, either some kind of an incline workout or a speed workout. Wednesday is complete rest, well, cardio-wise. Thursday is a 70-minute, either like a moderate run or an incline chasing bird, sort of up a mountain. Friday is cross training. Tomorrow I'll do my long run, which incorporates speed. Next week, my long run will be 3 hours on the trails. And then I strength train 5 days a week. So in terms of the other food that I had today, I had a protein bar. In this case, it was the BSC collagen protein bar. Love that, love that. It's my favorite. Collagen is meant to be good for everything, so who am I to argue? And then I'll have another, just depending on how frisky I'm feeling, 1 or 2 servings of the kangaroo mint salad with sour cream and everything for taste. But yeah, that's basically the day in life. It's pretty much the same thing every day. There's not much that changes. The biggest changes come during my speed workouts and my long run days, where I'll just add carbohydrates. But that's pretty much it. You know, when I'm working, I work. But it's been a really chill day. So yeah, that's essentially a day in my life. So at some point, I'll probably do a day in the life in terms of when I go to rehearsal, or when I open a show, or even when I close a show, or when I'm working. So we can add a little bit of variety into it. Of course, variety being the spice of life. So look, thank you so much for watching. Please remember, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Hit that notifications bell, ding ding. Really, really thank you for stopping by. Catch me at melbournesuperman on my Instagram, and I will catch you next time.